Legislator Weeder.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to welcome my colleague, Mr. Steve Price, for coming to the legislature and commend him for his work. This is the Greenberg report. Mr. Price, this is why this report is tainted. You have met with Mr. Greenberg. He haven't met with me or any of the Hasidic Orthodox board members. Mr. Greenberg criticized the board for cutting full-day kindergarten program. You've been there all these years. It was this current board, this current composition of the board, that I very proudly introduced full-day kindergarten. And at that time, if you remember, we were fighting to have more classes to have full-day kindergarten program. So Mr. Greenberg is criticizing the so-called private school Hasidic board members for cutting full-day kindergarten program, but hasn't given them credit for introducing and implementing a full-day kindergarten program in East Ramapo that hasn't been there for all these years. I'm sure that you've been there and you could attest to that. I will also like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I would like to thank especially my dear colleague, Legislator Soskin, the chair of this committee, for his leadership and stewardship. I would also like to thank all of my colleagues. All of my colleagues have the greatest respect and admiration for their sincere advocacy. An issue here tonight is a simple one. Of over 700 school districts in the state of New York, only one single school district is being targeted by a pending bill in the state legislature that is unprecedented in the history of New York state legislation. A bill that is conveniently referred to as oversight, but is far from mere oversight, which, by the way, I fully support. This bill will simply annul and void my voting right and the voting rights for all the others living in East Ramapo, public school or private school. The question begs, why? Why? Why East Ramapo? Does East Ramapo have a single failing public school like other school districts, some of which have more than one failing school in their district? No. Is East Ramapo being properly funded by the state as other school districts are? No. Has East Ramapo done academically worse than other school districts in its tier group? No. It actually is doing much better than other school districts academically. Does the current proposed school budget cut any public school programs? No. Actually, the current proposed budget, which I will support, will add new public school programs. Have any East Ramapo School District's officials been charged, indicted, or found guilty as other school districts, including a school district here in Rockland County? Again, no, no, and no. So why East Ramapo? This is the answer. In my hand is a picture of the current composition of the school board members. Look, and you will get the answer. Therefore, dear colleagues, I, for one, and I'm only speaking for myself, will stand up for civil and voting rights here in Rockland County, and I will vote no on this current resolution. Thank you very much.
Legislator Schoenberger.